Okay, you win. I know what they were doing. They were testing me downstairs. Well played. The newest smartphones and watch from Google are out today. Drew Kozub joining us from Winnipeg. Drew, how you doing, friend?
I am doing so well. Always love new hardware times. And with Google Pixel, they've done some really interesting things. For the last little while, a lot of phones have been kind of like the same. And with the Google Pixel lineup, we're finally seeing some brand new things that we haven't seen capable on smartphones.
All right, let's dive into it. Pixel 8, what do we need to know?
All right, so the Google Pixel 8, this is one of two new phones that Google announced last week alongside the Google Pixel Watch 2. So it's an Android phone with some great hardware like the redesigned 6.2-inch screen and some incredibly practical software features like Best Take Photos, which I'll get to in a second. There's two cameras on the back, a wide and an ultra wide. And even though there's not a telephoto lens, this has a feature called Super Res Zoom. So it can give you some nice photos of faraway objects. One of the best photography features of the Pixel phones previously was the Magic Eraser tool, which removes unwanted objects from your background. And it works even better on the Pixel 8 to fill in areas with less smudging and blurriness. And now there's a new audio Magic Eraser that can help you remove unwanted background sounds from your videos. So for example, if you're trying to get a nice video of a special moment, like a proposal, but the wind is in the background, well, you can just set, hey, take out the wind, and it will strip that out for you. For concerts, I think this would be really cool. I haven't got to try it at a concert experience myself yet, but I did get to try it in person for the last week or so, and it's very impressive.
All right, so out of 5 thumbs up, what do you give it?
This one gets a 4.5 out of 5 thumbs up. We're catching a ride, and we're getting on board the Google Pixel fan wagon for sure.
Wow, that's decent. All right, let's go from the Pixel 8 to the 8 Pro. What's the difference?
All right. All those features that I mentioned before, plus more. Larger screen, 6.7-inch display. They're calling it a Super Actua display. It has a higher refresh rate, so that's going to help you conserve battery life for things like reading an ebook or bumping up performance for things like a video game. There's pro features for photography and video to help you dial in deep to individual settings to adjust the precision. So if you know how to use those kind of things, then you can get right into it. But if you don't, that's fine. Now, this is the new feature that everyone's talking about. It's called Best Take. So they took a group shot there, and then they can take from a series of photos that you just took and swap in the best expression of each person. Right now, we're seeing another photo editing feature. This is the Magic Eraser, so you can kind of move things around or take things out of the background. It is incredible. And then the other really astounding feature is the night video modes. There's a feature called Video Boost, not ready right at launch, but it is going to be coming shortly with a Pixel software update drop, and you can get some really incredible looks at night, which is very powerful when there's challenging lighting with like bright lights of a city and then dark background. So really, really cool photo and video features, but that Best Take feature for sure is going to change group pictures.
So what's the rating? What do you give it?
This one also gets a 4.5 out of 5.
Whoa.
Most impressive thing was that feature, but I also like that you matched your suit Sid to the Bay Blue edition of the Pixel Pro. Very good touch.
You know me, it's all about the style, Drew Kozub, all about the style. Finally, the Pixel Watch 2.
So yeah, Google's been making watch software for other companies for years, and then last year they came out with their very own watch, and this year they followed it up with the Pixel Watch 2. At first glance, it might look really similar to the previous version, but this one has better battery life, and it's a little bit quicker on-device processing, and then there's a deeper integration with Fitbit features, building on last year's model, already really great. One feature that's now available on Pixel Watch 2 is something called Safety Check, which you can activate to let loved ones know if you're doing an activity like going out for a late night walk. And if you don't check back in by a certain time, those contacts that you specified will get a notification that includes your current location. So that's a really practical feature that is now available on the Pixel Watch 2. Also, several different styles of bands and 4 different watch faces, so you can get a lot of different looks depending on the individual style that you're going for. So great fitness companion, but also some everyday practical features as well.
Another 4.5, or are we going something different?
This one, I had to dip it down just a little bit. It's 4 out of 5. So some incremental improvements over the last model. If you're new to Pixel watches, there's lots to really, really like in this one. If you had the previous model, I just don't know if it's quite enough to jump up and upgrade just yet.
Okay, we don't need the final graphic here. It's 13 out of 15 on the rating. Drew, good stuff. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend, friend. Take care.